had a productive morning. I've had one of those great mornings where I felt like I could squeeze everything in. Usually one or two things fall to the wayside, but I got to work out, I got to journal, I had my coffee, I took Butters to school, which I don't think you guys saw, but I took Miss Butters to school. And yeah, just a really great productive morning. But I thought I would do my morning skincare routine with you guys. I have not done that in a while. At least it feels that way. I'm not sure. It definitely feels that way. But I have definitely some products that are going to be very familiar to you guys, but some that are new that I thought I would just mention, just some things that I've kind of incorporated into the morning skincare routine. So we will do that. I definitely have to dry my hair. It's looking very helmety right now. But we do have a sponsor for today's video. I am so excited to be working with Brooklinen. Brooklinen is a Brooklyn-based linen company. They have bed sheets, they have towels, and I went ahead and purchased their super plush move-in towel bundle. The words move-in really caught me since we are still relatively new to this house, and I threw away so many towels when I moved. So many were just so ratty that I just didn't pay any mind to. Holes. Some of my towels had holes, stained, all of that. So anyway, I wanted a brand new towel set, and of course, Brooklinen came to mind. So I ordered their super plush move-in bundle set. They have all these different kinds of fabrications. Super plush is the most plush. It's like the thickest and like the softest, but they have other like lightweight versions, which I may also get as well, because I know my husband prefers like a lighter weight towel, so long as it's just as absorbent and everything. He prefers a lighter weight towel, so I may actually place another order for another move-in bundle. But I did want to show you the set that I got and the colors that I picked. And I wanted to start with, first of all, their shipping and their boxing. So their shipping was very prompt, loved that. The box that it came in, I was overjoyed. So you'll see here that it's like a flip top box. It's not a box with like a center seam where like the lids meet in the middle. And I'm terrified of those boxes, especially when I order fabric, because I feel like when I take a box cutter to it, I'm gonna cut right into it. With this flip top box, you cut along the side, and it's awesome. Like there's no danger of actually cutting into the towel. So I was thrilled personally when I saw this box. So everything in here is packed in like sets of 2, which is great. And the move-in towel bundle comes with 4 bath towels, 2 hand towels, 4 washcloths, and 1 bath mat. And you can choose actually which size bath mat you want. And I actually chose the small one. The large one is just too large. It almost felt like a small area rug. So anyway, personally, I went with the small bath mat. Everything is made in Turkey. It's made out of 100% Aegean cotton. So it's really plush, really, really soft to the touch. And the closest thing I can describe these towels to is like when you go to a spa. It's like they have that plushness, they have that cushiness to them, they have like a nice pile to them, but it's not too much. It's just really, really luxe. So I got the colors smoke and white. So you can kind of like mix and match the colors in the bundle that you want, which I think is fantastic. I pretty much just picked smoke for everything. And then for the hand towels, I picked white. So I have the small bath mat here. It's just perfect right outside my door. And here are the bath towels. They are such a good size. Actually, let me show you the one that I just used and hung up. So they're just an excellent size. I would say they're like between a towel and a bath sheet. Bath sheets for me, while they seem like a good idea because they're gigantic, they're too gigantic. They're too heavy. They never stay. Like when I wrap it around my body, they never stay. And then bath towels, like a typical bath towel, is too small. So this is really like lovely. It's right in between. I feel like when I wrap it around my body, I'm 5'5". When I wrap it around my body, it covers what I need it to cover. And it's awesome. And the detailing at the bottom here, I really love this minimal detailing. There's just 2 sets of piping here. It's very soft. It's not like it sticks out. You know, I really appreciate like the band that a lot of towels will have. They're decorative, they look really pretty, but you can't use that part. And I hate it so much. So I really love this minimal accent here because it keeps the towel like completely usable to the very edge, which I really love. And then those are the 3 other towels, bath towels that came in the set. And then here is the hand towel. So these are the ones that I got in white. And then here are some of the washcloths. So I got smoke, which is this gray color, in everything, like I mentioned, in everything but the hand towels. So as soon as I opened up my box of towels, I threw them right into the wash and then right into the dryer. I really wanted to see how they were gonna, stand up against a wash. Of course, everything looks great when it's brand new. And I've gone through so many towel sets where as soon as I wash them, they just start to unravel, the loops start to come undone, everything, you pull one and everything kind of runs. So I was really curious to see if these were going to withstand a wash. So I have used and washed these towels now twice, and they have really stood up. I mean, these are really, really incredible. And for their price point, I couldn't recommend them more. So I am just in love with these towels. They're comfortable, they're fairly priced, they have a beautiful selection of colors. I just love them. And I love the like minimal design that they have. I love that there's like different like textures and weights that you can choose from. It's just great. You can mix and match the colors in the bundles. I just think it's fantastic. Definitely check out their website. I have a discount code down below in my description box, which will give you $20 off any order of $100 or more. So definitely check it out if you're interested, if you maybe just moved like I did and threw away all of your towels and need some. Now maybe is a good chance to check out Brooklinen. So a big thank you to Brooklinen again for sponsoring this video, and let's go ahead and jump into my morning skincare routine. Okay, actually, before we do my skincare routine, I'm gonna just dry my hair because it's bugging me right now. Okay, so I'll be right back. Okay, hair has been dried. So after I wash my face, and today I actually washed it with the Ordinary Squalane cleanser. So right after I wash my face, I like to put some toner on it, and you guys know that I love the La Mer, the tonic toner. I ran out of that, and I thought it was a good time to just dive into the Retrove chamomile tonic, or conditioning tonic with chamomile. And this is a really lovely one. The La Mer is more like neutral. I feel like it makes my skin, it doesn't make my skin feel dry. It doesn't make my skin feel moisturized at all. It just sort of balances out my skin. This one definitely makes my skin feel a little bit more moisturized, and I have very dry skin. The AC is like constantly going, which I feel like just sucks any moisture out of my skin. So every little bit of moisture I can get, I will take. So this has been really nice, this Retrove one. And I'm just putting it on one of the Clé de Peau cotton silk pads and very lightly running it on my face, down my neck. And if my skin still feels a little wet after that, I just like to work the toner in. I don't want to wipe away the excess. I really want it to do its thing. After that, I go in with the Sicily Brightening Hydrating Lotion. This is a variety on their Sicily, I think it's called like the Essential Lotion. I always use this between my toner and the rest of my skincare because this is one of those products that's very thin. It's one of those products that basically primes your skin for other skincare, basically. Kind of like paves the road for it. And then after that, I like to use a serum, and I've been using the Cora Organics Vitamin C Serum. It's very nice. It has like a light gel-like texture. Let's see it. Yeah, it's pretty thin, and you know, sometimes if the vitamin C is too strong, it's too much for my skin. My skin can be very sensitive, but this is very, very nice, and I like the texture of it. I really like the scent of it. It's very fresh. There's almost like a vitamin C, like citrusy kind of fragrance to it, and I really enjoy it. I especially love that in my morning skincare because it just kind of wakes me up a little bit. Next, I've been using this Strivectin Multi-Action Super B Barrier Strengthening Oil with vitamin B3 and prebiotics. This is especially formulated to help strengthen the barrier of your skin, and I have eczema-prone skin, which is basically just a disrupted barrier. So I've really been enjoying this. I've been actually using this in my morning and my evening skincare. Yeah, I just really like it. You know, my first test when it comes to skincare is, first, does it like bother my skin? If it gets past that test, then it's sort of like, okay, do I actually like it? Do I feel like it's helping my skin? And I do feel like it has helped the firmness of my skin. You know, I do a lot of other things, as you guys know, but this is like the most recent incorporation to everything. And I just really feel like my skin feels pretty taut. So if you guys have eczema issues or skin barrier issues, I would look into this Strivectin. So I'm gonna put some of this on, and I just press that into my skin all over my neck, and then of course the leftover on my hands. And then next, I've been trying this Cora Organics Berry Bright Vitamin C Eye Cream. This is like refillable packaging. It has these capsules, which I thought was really cool. And then the actual eye cream, it looks like strawberry yogurt to me. It doesn't smell like that, and it doesn't actually, it's thicker than yogurt, but when I looked at it, I was like, oh, that looks like strawberry yogurt. It just looks so pleasing. So I'm gonna go ahead and just tap a little bit under my eyes. I really have been trying to get better about using eye cream, as you guys know. If I'm in a rush or I'm just lazy, eye cream is like the first thing to go. But I've really been trying to get better with the eye cream. And then moisturizer. Moisturizer for me is always like, I kind of do a quick assessment of what's going on with my skin. If I feel like it's, you know, really dry, of course I'll go with something heavier. If I feel like it's actually like kind of over moisturized at this point after all of those products, I'll probably just go straight in with my SPF, something like that. I feel like I'm kind of in between today. So I think what I'm gonna do is apply like a light moisturizer and then go in with some SPF. So I'm gonna go in with my Love and Hydrate moisturizer. This is their avocado and jojoba hydrating moisturizer. So I'm just gonna pump out a little bit and work that in. And then I've got my Revive Superior, what is this called? And then I have my Revive Soleil Superior. This is their SPF 50. And I think, did I just talk about this in my favorites? Maybe. But this just has such a phenomenal, like silky texture. And SPF 50 really is the only way to go if you live in a really sunny part of the world, which I do. All right, well, that was my morning skincare routine. So many of you have been asking for that, so I thought I would share that with you. So I am gonna get to filming and I will be back in a little bit. All right, I just finished filming, so I'm uploading my footage onto my laptop to make sure it was okay, you know. Oftentimes it's not, so I just want to make sure the lighting is okay and the sound is okay. Looks okay. I am really enjoying this makeup look that I ended up with. I did a full face of Westman Atelier, which you guys would have seen already, because I wanted to use their new iPods, the one in Rendezvous. It has that khaki green color. It's so pretty. It's like a really cool toned green. So on the lids, it almost looks gray. Really pretty, really, really nice. I love those iPods, so easy to use. And then I just have, you know, the Baby Cheeks blush stick, the Lit Up highlight stick, her Vital Skin foundation stick. I mean, just like cream products galore. And I love the glow that my skin has. Just love it. So I was, you know, taking some still shots of this makeup look, and I'm trying to upload them into Instagram, but there's something going on with Facebook. So I think Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp, is that the other one that Facebook owns that I don't use? I think those are all down, which is kind of annoying. So anyway, so I'm gonna finish uploading this footage and I'm gonna grab some lunch while I have like this little break. It's about 1:20 in the afternoon. So it's time, it's time. Sometimes I feel like on this diet that I'm on, I'm not as, I get hungry, but I don't get as hungry as often. And so I just feel like if I have breakfast and then I have lunch like too late, then it kind of screws up dinner. So I do need to kind of stay on a schedule if I do plan on eating lunch at all, which I do. So what am I gonna have for lunch? Oh, I have some leftover steak. So I'm gonna do that. I had some grass-fed ribeye. So I have a leftover, I have like half of it left. So I'm gonna do that, warm that up in the toaster oven. And then probably just sit down and edit and hope that Instagram comes back sometime soon. So I will catch you guys later. Before I dive into lunch, I just wanted to show you this month's flower arrangement. It's so harvest-y. Harvest is like the word that comes to mind when I look at this. Isn't that so pretty? I love these sunflowers, so happy. Oh, this is so nice. Look at these rich tones. So beautiful. And what are these? Are these snapdragons? Maybe I'm making that up. Oh, but I just love the combo. Love, love, love the combo. It's so beautiful. And then, I don't know if I showed you guys this giant floral arrangement. I basically purchased this for myself because I had my girlfriends over last week and over the weekend. I just wanted, you know, just something pretty in the kitchen. And all of the other flower arrangements I had were just, you know, kind of on its last legs, on their last legs. So I ordered this one. It's gigantic. I don't know if this camera is really doing it justice right now. That vase is probably a foot in diameter. And so the arrangement is probably 2 feet wide. It's just glorious. It is so, so beautiful. If I could have one of these in my home all the time, I would. It's just beautiful. Good morning, guys. I just got home from Pilates. I don't think I vlogged after I showed you the flowers yesterday. Is that what happened? Yeah, I showed you the flowers. I sat down and I had my lunch, and then I just pretty much edited the rest of the day. So not much to vlog, but this morning I woke up and had to go to Pilates, and I actually have not been able to go to Pilates because of my vertigo. And it was actually kind of stormy this morning, and I was thinking about not going, and I was like, no, I need to go. And my, sorry, making some coffee. And my vertigo has actually gotten better. So, yeah, I wanted to give you guys like a little bit of a life update just because, you know, I've talked about my vertigo. I've been talking about my carnivore diet. You know, last week, I'm filming this on Tuesday. I think you guys are going to see this on Friday. So by the time you see it, it's almost 2 weeks ago. But for me, it was last week. Last week was crazy. Just crazy. Let me put some milk into my coffee here. I look pale. Maybe I should put on some self-tan today. And I'm going to use my cryo tools here to just I don't know, kind of bring down a little bit of this puffiness, I see. So I mentioned these in my Saks video when they were having that friends and family sale. Oh, this feels so good. So a quick update. Oh my God, where do I start? So last Monday, let's start there. Last Monday, I woke up to a text from my very best friend who actually came to visit me not that long ago, actually. I feel like she came to visit in, anyway, it doesn't matter. She visited me recently. It was actually right before we moved. So it was probably in June sometime. And she texted me, and she's like my oldest, dearest, best friend. And she texted me, or I woke up to a text from her saying that her father had a stroke and was in the hospital. I'm getting emotional thinking about it. You know, obviously I just experienced my dad's passing, so it kind of brought back some memories. But because, you know, she's been my best friend since college. I used to go to her house on the weekends during, you know, during school. And he was kind of like my dad away from home dad. And I love him. I love him dearly. And when I saw this text from my friend, I just said, if you need me, I'll get on a plane right now. You know, keep me updated. Just let me know what you need. And she was like, you know, she wasn't in a good place, of course, and she was exhausted. I mean, she's been, I think, working herself to death on top of it, and she just was not in a good place. And I was like, you know, not in a good place, and whatever. So woke up to that, and I just, you know, I had that on my mind, and I was, you know, oh God, the story, sorry. So I was pre-filming a lot because I had friends coming that week to stay with me. And so I wanted to pre-film everything for the week, the weekend, and then even this past Monday, just all of those videos. I needed to pre-film, I needed to get into it. I still feel like I'm catching up from the 2 weeks that I took off, whatever. So I was like, okay, I'm like, she's gonna let me know if she needs me or whatever. You know, if I have to cancel my friends coming to stay, this is an emergency. So I had this going on in my head. And I'm laughing because it was like, what a day. So I'm editing at this point. I'm pretty much done filming. And then I got the news that Mel Thompson passed. I was like, okay. I just felt really angry. I think that was my first emotion. I was so angry. I was like what the like, what is going on? That was horrible. It was horrible. I was Marco Poloing with, you know, my YouTube friends, and we were just all in total shock. And, you know, I didn't know, just past tense. I didn't know Mel well at all. I think we collabed twice. So we texted, you know, back and forth a little bit when we were collabing. But that's it. And she was someone I you know, was really looking forward to getting to know. I'm like, oh, I'm sure I'll run into her somewhere, you know, one of these conventions or something, or, you know, whatever. It was just one of those things I took for granted. I thought, yeah, eventually I'll meet her, and, you know, can't wait to chat with her and get to know her better. You know, it was just something I, of course, never thought that I would need to do immediately. And yeah, and to hear of her passing, I was like, oh my God. I mean, I had heard that she had some medical issues, but I had no idea. I had no idea that they were life-threatening or... Anyway, life is short. Life is really, really short. And actually, a colleague of my husband's just passed away yesterday, unexpectedly. And I was like, wow. Yeah, these past 2 years have really been sobering, to put lightly. Incredibly sobering. And anyway, so, you know, I was dealing with my friend's father's news, and then, you know, Mel passing, and I was really emotional. And I'm not a really emotional person, but I was really emotional, and I just felt really stressed out because I was like, I have to finish doing this work. I have to finish, you know, pre-filming and pre-editing. My friends were coming. They were going to be here. I did not want to work while they were here. Anyway, that set off my vertigo badly, really, really badly. I had always suspected that stress kind of contributed to it, but it was like, you know, I had all of these things going on in my head. You know how you feel like your head's just gonna explode? So I had that feeling like it was getting hot and it was growing, and then all of a sudden my vertigo came, and I got so pissed off. I was like, come on, like I just was like, this is the worst timing ever. So I finished editing with vertigo, which I can't tell you, I was so nauseous. Anyway, I got through it. I got through it, and the silver lining in this pile of poo was that once I got like a full-blown vertigo attack, once that went away, which thankfully it went away in less than a day, because when I get it, usually it lasts for more than a day. It went away in less than a day, and then I feel better. It's like it has to get worse before it gets better, and that's got to change. I don't want like to have like the inklings of vertigo, and then for that to go away, to have to go into full-blown vertigo for it to go away. So I'm starting to look into physical therapists. I've been, you know, flow nasing. I got a neti pot. I got the Simply Saline spray. Just, I'm doing everything to kind of keep all of this not inflamed, to keep it all calm, because that's the physical trigger, I think. I think that's the allergies. And then the stress, I think, just puts it over the top. So, yeah, that was just last Monday. That was really upsetting. And then I had girlfriends here the rest of the week. They left on Sunday, and it was so fantastic to have good friends here, people who just know you better than you know yourself, and people I know so well. We just sat around. We had plans. We had one set of plans. We were going to go out for dinner one night. I made a reservation, and we decided to just order in or get takeout, something, instead of going out that one night. So the entire time we just stayed here and chilled out by the pool. The weather was perfect. Perfect. It was cool at night. It was warm during the day, so it was great to get into the pool. At night, we got into the hot tub. It was magical. It was magical. It was really, really nice having them here. We were missing one good friend. So the five of us try and get together every year. We haven't been able to since January 2020. We actually slipped it in, thank goodness. So I hadn't seen them since January 2020, but one of us couldn't make it because she's going through some personal problems, and that was, you know, not stressful for me. It's stressful for her, which just, you know, it makes my heart ache. And we missed her. So it was one of those crazy weeks where it was great in some regards. Like, it was so good to see friends. It was so good to have a sense of normalcy, you know, having people over, not thinking about COVID, not worrying about it too much. You know, we were just like, let's just put it aside for this week. Let's just put it aside. And it was so, so nice to just see them and hang out with them. But yeah, everything else last week was terrible. The good news is my friend's father is home from the hospital. He's feeling better. Thank goodness. So he's on the mend, and I couldn't be happier. So at least that one thing has a happy ending. Anyway, just to mention, in case you guys missed, I put on my YouTube community tab. I also posted on my Instagram. But Kelsey Brianna J, who is Mel Thompson's best friend, she set up a GoFundMe for Mel's, obviously her surviving husband, and her 4 children. Just saying those words, it's when I think about them that I get really, my heart breaks for them. Anyway, she set up a GoFundMe for them. I'll link it down below if you're interested, if you can, if you're interested, I will put that down below. Yeah, that was my last week, but My vertigo is much better. Oh, I also wanted to update you guys on my carnivore diet. I'm still doing it. I'm gonna do it. A lot of people have been asking me, how long do I plan on doing it? I don't have an end date. I'm doing it so long as I continue to feel well. I have a physical in a couple weeks. If my numbers come back good, in the healthy range, I'm gonna continue doing it. There's no reason why I would stop then. If for whatever reason I felt like, I don't know, deprived or drained, or, you know, like it wasn't sitting right with my body, I would definitely stop. I'm not someone to push through just to do it or just to try it. Absolutely not. I don't want to play around with my health that way, but I feel great. I feel great, aside from the vertigo. I have felt really, yeah, just really even, like I've mentioned before. And I've been doing it for 9 weeks, so I'm going into my 10th week. I don't know how many days that is. I'm approaching 70 days. And I've heard people do this for 60, 90 days, and they kind of take their foot off the gas a little bit. But like I said, I feel great. So there's no reason for me to stop unless I just want to. But right now I don't want to. It's trying not to focus on like, wow, it's been really easy for me. I'm trying not to jinx myself. But it's been really easy for me. I love meat, so that was too far of a leap for me. I do love meat, and I'm enjoying cooking in my kitchen. I'm really enjoying my grill outside. It's just, you know, it's just been really easy. And I think trying to stay home more and trying to cook more, whatever, it's just made it really easy. So I'm gonna continue doing the carnivore diet. It's been good. I think that's it. I have an eye doctor's appointment this morning at, I don't know, like 11 or 11:30. So, wow, excuse me. I don't have that much time between now and my eye doctor's appointment. I was going to walk Butters, but it's raining. It's still raining. It was pouring this morning. And now it's just a really steady, kind of heavy drizzle. So that's what it's doing outside. And I don't mind walking in the rain. I think it's fairly refreshing, but someone really hates walking in the rain. So I just let her out. She could run around in the backyard a little bit, and then she ran back in. Oh, I have one, it's very minor. Very minor home update. It's barely a home update, but you know, I took like a ridiculous amount of time picking out a wreath for my front door now that autumn is here. And oh my God, it's so windy out. I think it's actually banging against my front door. Oh, I love the smell of rain. Oh, it's so nice. Anyway, what I got was a wreath for my front door. I just love it. I got it from, I think Williams-Sonoma. Oh God, it's either Williams-Sonoma or Pottery Barn. I'll link it down below if you're interested. But I love these pheasant feathers, and I love the autumnal colors, and it was the perfect size for the door. It wasn't too small or too big. And these stalks of wheat. Yeah, I just really love it. So that's the latest addition to the house. Hi, baby. She heard the front door open. I was like, oh, I know. The wreath is banging against the door. My little watchdog. Where are you going? Where are you going? Huh? Where are you going? I'm so cute. Oh, so cute. Little baby. You're the cutest girl in the whole world, huh? No, it's windy out. It's windy out. All right, I'm gonna start editing this vlog and then go to my eye doctor's appointment. Hi guys, I am driving home from the eye doctor's appointment, and I always opt for this test that they do so that I don't have to get my pupils dilated, and it's amazing. You have to pay for it out of pocket because insurance, of course, insurance doesn't cover it. It's just great. I remember like when I lived in New York, it wasn't that big of a deal. I would just dilate my pupils and I would take a cab home or just, you know, walk, sunglasses. But I remember coming here, and the first time I went to doctor's appointment, I was like, oh yeah, dilate my pupils. And then I was like, I have to drive home. And it was terrible, terrible. Anyway, so my prescription has changed. My eyes are getting weaker. And for those of you around my age, I'm sure if you need corrective lenses, or you need your vision corrected, it's this terrible, like, game that you play between being able to see far and needing readers, or being able to kind of see in between. So for the past, I want to say 3 years, I have only mildly corrected my far vision. And so that's allowed me to be able to still see things up close and not have to do that, that situation where you kind of pull things away or whatever. But my far vision is getting so bad. And she was like, I think it's time to just correct your far vision, and then you can get readers, or you're just gonna have to, we'll see. So she's actually ordering me a bunch of different lenses to kind of play around with and just see what I prefer. And I asked her about the Vertigo. I was telling her that I was having problems with it, and that I didn't really think it had everything to do with my vision, but I was like, I feel like maybe it's contributing to either how often I'm getting it or how badly I'm getting it. And she said that the only instance she's ever really seen it, she says it's not vision, but she's like, if it is vision, it's usually like an overcorrection of astigmatism. It has something to do with my astigmatism, which I have pretty bad. Anyway, she thinks my astigmatism is corrected properly or whatever, and she was like, I just don't think it is. And then she did some other tests, like peripheral vision tests, just to kind of make sure. She's like, everything is healthy vision wise, so that's good. I can kind of cross that off my list, in terms of things that contribute to my vertigo. I kind of love going to the eye doctor because it's such an easy, pain-free situation, and I feel like all the tests they do are like games. You're just sitting there, and when she did like my peripheral vision test, it was like I was just sitting there looking at stuff, and I just had to like click a clicker every time I saw something, in my field of vision. So that was fun. And then reading off the letters, like, this is just fun. I love the eye doctor. Anyway, so heading back home. I think I have some packages to pick up at the UPS store where I have a box, but I think I'm gonna wait. This happens to me all the time, where I'll go kind of like midday like this, go pick up some packages, go home, and then I'll immediately get some more notifications that more were delivered, and I'm like, ugh. So I think I'll just wait and see if I get more. But I'm gonna head on home now and eat some lunch and edit. I don't know if I'll have time to actually film today, but I'm going to edit a couple of things. This vlog and a video that I filmed yesterday. So I think that's pretty much gonna take up the rest of my day. So as predicted, I just finished editing and I'm pretty much just at the end of my day. But before I leave you guys, I wanted to show you, I'm so excited. I finally decided on a kitchen table and chairs. So I have that little area right behind the bar, but it's not the dining room. It's kind of on the outside of the butler's pantry and on the other side of the wet bar. Anyway, it's the perfect spot for a round kitchen table. And I just couldn't decide. And finally, my girlfriends were here and I was like just bugging them. I was like, would you get this or this or this or this? And they all like decided that I needed to get this one, and it happened to be my favorite. It also happens to be on sale. I don't know if it's gonna be on sale, like the whole site is 20% off. I don't know if it's gonna be on sale when this goes up, but I did wanna show you what it is that I ended up purchasing. Of course, it is not coming until the end of November, I think, for the chairs, and beginning of December for the table. I'm on the site now and it says that the sale actually ends today. I'm gonna put this up on my Instagram because I just think it's a good sale. It's 20% off, and furniture is expensive. But let me just show you what I got. So this is the set that I got. So this is the round table that I got, and then these are the 4 chairs, and I'm pretty sure, I think I may have gotten a little bit of a warmer fabric for the cushions, and I just love it. I'm gonna try and get a better picture of the table, but these chairs they're woven, and then they have these like brass little feet at the bottom there, and so it matches the table really well. Oh, here's the close-up. It matches the table really well, and it matches my house really well. And I think my hesitation was, you know, did I want anything like too matchy-matchy? Oh, here's a better picture of the chair. So there's like the little brass accents. And, you know, I think with this texture, it matches, but it's not too matchy-matchy. So there's the chair, and then let me see if I can find a better picture of the table. Okay, here is the table. Oh, there's that same picture. Okay, here's a close-up. So it's stone that's like inlaid into this metal frame, and I really, really like it. I just really love this. So the site is Serena and Lily. I didn't even mention that. And this happens to be the Saint Germain stone dining table. So it's basically $3,000. Again, not inexpensive, but I got 20% off. So excited. So again, unfortunately, not coming for quite some time. What are we, beginning of October? So basically like 2 months, and that's estimated. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I think what pushed me over was the 20% off sale. So I think I'll post it on Instagram. I would want to know. If it was on sale, I'd want to know. All right, so that's it for this vlog. I have to go eat dinner. I actually have no idea if my husband has started dinner. I don't smell anything, so probably not. But a huge thank you to Brooklyn for sponsoring this video, and don't forget to check down below in my description box for a discount code, which will give you $20 off a $100 purchase on the Brooklyn site. That'll be down below in the description box, and that's it. I will see you guys in my next one.